I was a product of DCF.
I was going throughout the system, basically my whole childhood.
I was living in a very abusive household.
For 25 years, the Center for Children's Advocacy has been an unwavering ally for the most vulnerable among us.
Kids are our future, right? And if we don't deal with some of these inequities now, what is going to become of the future generation?
We need to help more of these kids and let these kids understand that there's still hope out here.
We cannot have the status quo where so many kids are living in poverty, not going to good schools.
If we can teach young people about their rights and help them to advocate for themselves, we are setting children and youth up for success.
When I started the organization, I had $2,000, a room over the boiler, a key, and a computer at UConn Law School. We have had a vibrant and successful 25 years, from one person to a group of 24 people.
Steadfast in advocating for children and youth.
The need is there, and for 25 years, this organization has been answering the call for those needs.
We represent kids in juvenile justice, child welfare, immigration, education, health-related issues.
Providing individual legal representation, training and education, and systemic advocacy.
The other thing that I wanted to do was not to take very much state money, and we wouldn't ever have to compromise our values.
It can actually challenge and push some boundaries within our state system, within our laws.
Making sure that our youth and what their services and their needs are heard.
We're fighting a legal battle because we know that there are children in this state, in these towns, in these areas that are not being served. It's not about fighting the one case, but fighting the odds that are creating that case.
With 5 successful class action lawsuits and a history of community action, CCA has transformed the legal landscape for children in need.
As advocates for immigrant youth, we seek to help children tell their stories to the court. What we're talking about here are basic human needs and rights.
Because I'm hearing what my clients need, and they can't discuss the racial disparities. I am their voice.
CCA is also in those meetings, in those conversations, working with policyholders and working with organizations.
The first partnership that we did was to go into a high school, and that with the doctors at Connecticut Children's Medical Center, and then we expanded to Yale New Haven Hospital and Yale Child Study Center.
These partnerships and allyships enable CCA to, expand the reach of our work and the scope of our impact.
We also wanted to bring the legal advocacy to where the kids were. So that's why we got the mobile legal van.
To take a mobile van to events and say, here we are, prominently distribute information, try to make sure that the word gets out there.
Because in this area of fundamental human rights, you need community action.
Staying with the kids we represent, being partners with them in the advocacy, and really creating relationships that are meaningful.
For my case, I felt like I was just a lost cause. It took Martha to open this organization to let me know that there's someone there fighting for me.
Whatever issue I bring to Stacy, she's gonna sit here and help me build a plan for it. She's gonna talk me through it. I probably wouldn't be here right now. At the time, I was very suicidal. I thought I didn't have any other options. She showed me no, you have options. Here's how you do it, and this is what we're gonna do.
Not only her being a voice in my corner, but help to me to find a voice of my own.
Anything that you need, they there for you at all times. It just gave us hope that there's somebody out there that really cares.
It was like a peace of mind. They just go about things and they advocate for kids with disabilities to get every service the right way and to get everything that they deserve and that they should have.
I want legal representation for kids over 18, get the kids out of the adult correctional facilities, expand Husky healthcare for the undocumented kids.
Today, the relevance and urgency of CCA's work has never been greater. We invite you to join us in continuing to serve the rights and well-being of children in their time of need.
You have given youth advocacy, and there's no price tag that I can possibly put on that, except to really, from my heart to yours, thank you for everything that you've done.